stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm.
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. That's Gets into a crowd and intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this on, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes shoves him aside, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Hester. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bengals at 12-2 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Mahomes now on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Devin Duvernay
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 39 yards there, a big one.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. Open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To try again after the sack, Mahomes has got his man. It's Andrews. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hester. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Lewis here on first down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. From the pistol, Tomlinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. They can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Mahomes throws on target to Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Daron Payne in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Mahomes firing complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Lewis between the tackles. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 38, Mahomes steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.